is Victor, and in the weekly painting of this week I want to show you how to do flames, or how I do flames. You will see that it's based on doing the, I will call inverse or reverse highlighting. So this means that we start from very pale color at the bottom and we are going to highlight, that is with darker colors. So the part that we'll paint is like a flaming that are coming from the arm of this possess, and I will start applying dawn yellow. So dawn yellow is a very pale yellow, almost white, and we are going to use this as the base color. So we are going to paint the flames. You can use any brush that you want, and this is not detailed at this moment, but paint all the flames, doesn't matter where they are. This is going to be the base color. You can use any pale yellow. If your yellow is not covering well on top of dark colors, use first white. Start with white and then paint the dawn yellow. In that case, as you can see, dawn yellow is covering very well on top of black color. You see that the coverage is very easy, and is why I like this dawn yellow, because it's giving a very nice covering of the primer. So you see, almost one layer is good enough. Most likely I will do 2 layers. So I will apply first this color. There is not much mystery here. Just be sure that you apply everywhere, and even here, for example, this is the tricky part where the part starts. You can apply also the yellow too. We don't give, in that case, you don't want to leave a dark border. If you do a small mistake here, don't concern, because we are going to do a little bit of OSL in that area, and we are going to apply later on orange. So again, in that side, I apply this on the flames. And if you want to do other color of flames, always start with a light color of what you want to paint. So yeah, we apply this here. Really, these H paints from Games Workshop, I'm using them a lot, and I'm very happy with the results they give. I used them a lot when I was painting Harlequins, and I think I will keep using them. I have the full range now of the H paints. I need to test the orange, because it's a little bit more fleshy and it's not as bright orange as it used to be, but maybe for these flames I will use a little bit to see how it's working. So yeah, you see it's covering pretty well. The most important thing is that you cover the crevices of the flames, and we will need to wait until this dries, because it's going to be the base color and we don't want to start mixing this color. So we wait until this dries, and I will be back. So now you can see the yellow is completely dry, and we are going to start layering, and we will proceed with flash gift yellow. So what we are going to do, we start with this color. Let me know. Okay. And we are going to paint the flames, leaving the recesses between the flames in the previous color. But also, yeah, we are going to make this color now the predominant. So we want that most of the flames are on this dark yellow. What we want to do is also, we are going to leave less of the previous yellow at the end of the flame. We have to think that this is the most bright part of this flame. So we use that, we do that. And see. Here I will go in. We don't need to leave the light yellow everywhere. For example, I will paint everything with flash geese. We need to do the same in the other side. Okay, so you see paint all these, because then we are going to add several layers of oranges and reds, or several, more than one layer of course. So here we are going to add, because what we want is that the start of the fire is more bright than the end. So this way I'm adding more yellow there, because we are going to, here we are going to make it more orangey later on. So this part we can make it more dark yellow, and as well here at the bottom. Next step, I'm going to use Fire Dragon Bright. Again, I start here. Now I will leave the root of the yellow, especially in that part, and the root of the flame with yellow. And as we go more to the edge of to this extreme, we apply more orange. see I'm adding more orange here. This part. We'll do this part is orange too. Okay. Next step. I will use 12 Slayer orange. You can see the 12 layer orange is slightly darker. To think that the fire is not a little bit, the flames can be a little bit chaotic, so you can make some flames brighter than others, so you don't need to be super repetitive. This is why sometimes you can add some additional orange in some flames and not on the others. Here, for example, I will add a little bit more. I keep the other colors open because I'm balancing the orange and yellow proportions as at the same time that I'm painting the next color, because then you have better vision how it's looking like. For example, here at the top I will add a little bit more orange, because normally the top of the fire is a little bit darker. It's mixed with the smoke, plus is less warm, less bright. So here we add more. Put more orange. Part. And I take a little bit less yellow. You can see I add orange from the previous layer. So now I'm using Fire Dragon orange again. At the bottom a little bit of this. Okay. So this is how it's looking like now. Next step. Wild Rider Red is orange more than red. We are going to use this one. So this is how it's looking like. We are going to add a little bit of this. Here, for example, we'll use now 1H paint that is a very light orange, that is called Luganat orange, and it's because at the end of the flames I want to eliminate almost the yellow, so I will add a little bit of this orange here to make this part warmer. Then I will add this orange on the flame, so I will add more of this orange. So I want to eliminate almost the yellow. I want to make the flames darker at the end. To show that the torrent of fire is using energy to the end. We also can use here more. This is Fire Dragon orange. We put more. And then the West Dagger red. Let's see, this is what it looks like now. Let's go darker. I'm going to use a scab red, or you can use also corn red to do the next step. This will give a very dark finishing to the flames. There's people that will go up to black. I'm not a big fan of going that dark on the flames. We add more of this red once we are at the extreme of this part of the flame. Okay, now next thing they will do is next to the flame here, where is the hand, I will start adding some orange. My transition to the skin is not going to be, it's going to be diffuminated, so it's not going to be, I will try to avoid a hard transition. So we are going to add here some, and we are going to avoid shades. So for example, I will go orange here. because it's supposed that where you have flame you cannot have shades, because it's a source of light. So making sense that the source of light is finishing or starting with flames, with a shade. So this is why I try to avoid these black lines, and I eliminate these black lines with orange. So here the flame goes a little bit up. We'll take darker orange, and I will add a little bit here, and I will paint this flame with orange. Okay. Now we can think this is reflecting on this arm on the other side. But the only thing that I will do is the metal is the part that will reflect more the flame. So I take one of the medium oranges and I will do just something like that, where the flame is supposed to reflect, because normally metal will work as a mirror. So we are going to make this mirroring effect, adding some orange on the metal. Here, and then add a little bit here. I will not put on the red. I just put on the parts that are supposed to be metal and can reflect, will reflect more the light of the flames. Okay, and this will be what I do. This is my way to paint the flames. I will not do, I don't want to do a strong OSL, and I want to keep this very bright because it's the origin of the flames, keeping the finishing of the flames darker. You can go darker if you want. You can now push to browns, or you can push to even black sometimes. A lot of people pushes to very dark at the end of the flames. It's just a taste of everyone. In my case, I prefer to stop here. I want to keep the flames this bright. So here you have how it's looking like, and on the other side. And I didn't realize that this flame is looking like an arrow until I see this painted. So here you see one side and the other side. And a little bit of the reflections. I will increase a little bit more the color of the reflections. That we can add a little bit, for example, here on this star. This will increase the warm effect of the flames. Okay, so that's all. So yeah, this is all what I want to show to you. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you find it interesting, useful, and yeah, see you later. Bye.